Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the So I Heard podcast. If you guys are new to this, I'm KD. Hopefully, you guys are having a good one. And this is.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl CeeLo.
She had this big smile on her face. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I came up with a certain amount of topics that I wrote down earlier today, just trying to come up with more topics for the podcast. But honestly, I don't know. I feel like when we're both on the podcast, it's a little bit easier to just get into these conversations. And yeah, I'm gonna just start off by saying earlier this week, November 4th, it was Cheryl's birthday.
Pew, pew, pew.
So we've been doing a lot of like birthday stuff throughout the week. We went to dinner. We went to go bowling, even though our bowling thing was messed up, like the score
I still
board. She was doing better than I thought.
Won.
She was
Dang, you
doing
really
cool.
thought I was?
No, not saying you was bad or nothing, but you
Dang.
were doing good.
You thought I was gonna just get gutter balls, and I knew it. That's why I was like, okay, you'll see.
We got to play pool too, and they have pool tables there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I mean, that would have been a little bit better if we would have had the scoreboard or whatever. But we still had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, when we went to dinner, we went to this place in the marina of Los Angeles. Well, Marina Del Rey, I think that's what the area is called or whatever. But
Yes.
it's called the Warehouse. At first, we were kind of thinking like, man, their menus, aren't that big as far as like what you can order. But the food was really good.
Yeah.
I ended up getting a steak with, this loaded baked potato.
That was a huge potato.
That was a big
I was
potato.
surprised you ate everything.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't eat anything else because I was just like, I don't know
Yeah.
what the food is going to be like. Well, neither one of us ate anything,
No.
I don't think.
We went
Yeah.
there on an empty stomach.
And you got the,
I got salmon stuffed with crab and garlic mashed potatoes. The food was good. The stuffing with the crab, it just seemed like it was the breading. It really wasn't like crab stuffing,
oh, okay.
like the crab meat.
Yeah.
The mashed potatoes were good, but they didn't taste like garlic. But overall, I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like my steak was good, but I did order it at medium well. And I feel like I should have just did medium. I don't know if they just cooked it a little bit more or
Mhm.
what. And it's funny because I remember a time where, for real, I didn't want a steak with no type of pink in it
Yeah.
at all.
I used to be the same.
And then I remember I had started buying these thick cut steaks, and I made this thick cut steak. And, I was doing it at a lower temperature so, you don't cook the outside a little bit too fast so the outside doesn't end up being burnt. So I was cooking it at like a medium heat. And, yeah, I added like onions, and I didn't used to like mushrooms, but like the combination is good when it's onions and mushrooms and steak, and you have like a nice juicy steak.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I really started liking, meat that's a little bit pink. Well, of course, for beef, you don't want no chicken
Yeah.
like that. You get Sam and Nella.
Right. I think beef is
That
the
ain't what
only.
it's really called.
Beef is the only exception with like a little pink in the meat.
Yeah, even burgers. Like, I remember years ago, we were in Las Vegas. It's where my grandma lived in Las Vegas, and we were out there visiting her. And I think we're staying at the Rio. So the Rio's the side of where, where that Sonic Burger was, and then where that In-N-Out is. That's right next to the freeway. And we went to In-N-Out, and they gave us burger patties that had a little bit of pink in it. And I remember everybody's like, they were like, no, like what? I mean, we still ate it because we were super hungry.
Heck yeah.
But, I remember eating around the pink and getting old. Well, of course, I was like, I don't know how old I was at the time. I was probably like I was a teenager, of course, but still,
Yeah, you ain't messing with nothing pink. That yeah.
not that young. No, no, no. You get to a point where you're an adult. You like, all right, cool. Like,
Yeah.
you can handle a little bit more.
Right. Let me expand my taste buds.
And that was like, Tim Delgado or Tim Chantarangsu.
That's how you pronounce it?
Chantarangsu.
Yeah, I can't say that.
It took me like a while. I was watching his videos and I was like, how do you say his name? But then he was doing his food. He does different food videos. He has a show that he was doing with Rob Dyrdek or whatever.
Dyrdek?
Yeah, he was doing that show with him, and then he has like a couple other food shows that he does. And he was saying like when he first started making money, he went to steak places, steak houses, and he would order his steak like well done, and he would always ask for steak sauce. And he said like he had one time where I guess like the chef came out and was like, "Are you sure? Like just try it first. Don't put all that on it. Just try it first." And I've never been like a person that, I don't think we ever really had steak sauce in the house or whatever. Like I never really used steak sauce. So it wasn't that. It was just like, all right, I really need my steak to be cooked. But even like, dude, the good one is when it's on a grill and it's like, and you still got a little bit of pink in there. It's like, man, like that taste, that was it char? That char taste, that's real good, especially for
Like
that's
that
good for almost
smoky
everything.
taste, yeah.
Yeah, that's good for any type of meat. But yeah, dude, like we got so far off topic talking about the damn steaks and stuff. They're gonna think this is a food podcast.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't really eat steak like that, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but the food at the warehouse was really good. The experience was nice. The only thing is, I wish it was a little bit sunnier because you were able to sit right where the boats are docked in the marina, and it's like a really nice view. It was really even a nice
really
view
nice.
with it being so cloudy. It's been so cloudy and so foggy in Los Angeles lately,
We
and
get
very
fall
cold.
weather.
Yeah, man. I'm like, when it's this cold or if it's that foggy, I'm like, just give us rain.
Yeah,
Like,
and I messed up and I then got a weave and I got my little leave out and that should just be frozen. I missed my braids.
see, guys, we got to be happy that we don't have to go through all that. Sometimes you got to just, if you go into the barber, you got to find the right barber. If you're cutting your own hair, you got to find the right clippers or something like that. We don't have to really. You guys got to. Well, you did your own, but like normally women got to go and find like the right person to do their hair. They got to buy the hair and take
pay for
so
it.
long to do the hair. Like, for a guy, you probably got like 20 something minutes, maybe 30 for a haircut.
Really?
When you're getting your haircut, depending on how some people are cutting.
Oh.
You go to some barbershops and dudes be talking in between.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, man, did you see the game?
Yeah.
Or they got some bootleg movie playing on
Right.
the TV. They're like, oh, shit, I ain't never seen this. So, yeah, but for you guys, it's like, dude,
Yeah,
you
we
guys
got a
have
lot of mans.
hours. And it's like, man, that would be the perfect life. Well, no, it wouldn't be the perfect lie. I was about to say that would be the perfect lie for a woman that's cheating, but not really because you got to come back with your hair done.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I've been getting my hair done all day.
Shoot.
I guess kind of. You don't know how long it takes.
Yeah, and then they don't call it black girl magic for no reason.
What you trying to say?
I'm just saying.
playing.
I'm just saying. If a lady gonna cheat, I mean, I don't know.
Well, no, I don't even think she could too because right after y'all get your hair done, it's like, yo, I ain't sweating nothing out. No, don't touch it. No, none of that. So I don't know, maybe not, but yeah. Cheryl's birthday this week was very fun. We already said that we got to go back and do bowling and everything, and it was good because we've been talking about bowling for so long. And, with everything that was going on with the quarantine or stuff that was going on with, the hours that they were having for stuff that was reopening, we didn't know what to do. It wasn't really a lot of stuff to do. A lot of people are always like, man, you live in Los Angeles, but nah. Yeah. Even when it's regular hours, you'd be bored in Los Angeles if you're from Los Angeles.
It's not really that much to do. I mean, you could. I'm pretty sure it is stuff to do, but I don't know. I feel like after the pandemic, going out has completely changed though.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same. Like I still like going out. I still like mingling with other people, meeting new people, talking to new people and stuff like that. But I don't know. It seemed like now going out, you bump into more annoying people, or is it just because we've been locked up amongst our
Yeah, I
people?
don't know. That's what I kind of been thinking about, when we're going out or I mean, luckily we haven't really encountered nothing crazy, but watching the news and hear about all the crazy
Yeah.
stuff that's going on, it's like, man, people are really stuck in the house too long. It seems like they're just coming out and just doing stupid
Mhm.
stuff.
Like, what if this was an experiment to see? Well, I don't know if I can say
They're about to shut down the
that. Right.
podcast. But no, like, shoot, it could be like a
Cause it's
huge
gonna
social experiment just to see how people would react.
react to like being cooped up in the house. And, some people don't really have close friends, family, stuff
Hmm.
like that. So it's just them and their pets. And
Yeah.
then they friends aren't close by. They're freaked out because of the pandemic, so they haven't
Yeah.
had any like actual interaction with someone else
Hmm.
because it's like it's crazy. It really, yeah.
What if people after the quarantine came back like the people on the Crazies, the movie?
What the fuck,
That would have been scary as hell. I for sure would have been like, yo, we stand in
man?
a house.
For real.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie called The Crazies, but it's basically like
That's what I'm
it's
getting.
some type of chemical stuff that's in the water in this small town. A military plane crashes and it lands in the water supply basically of this town. And I guess the water's not being filtered right, or the stuff is too strong. Whatever the chemical was, it got into the water supply, and then people in the town just started acting crazy. It's not like they're zombies, but it is kind of like they're infected. They're not zombies.
They're not in their right state of mind.
Yeah. It's
so
like
it makes them kill. Well, and some of them made them kill like people that was close to them.
yeah.
And then some, in the other one, it was like people went crazy and took out revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like if you're kind of tired, I guess, of the normal zombie storyline of like,
Oh yeah, that's
well,
a
it
good
depends because one of my favorite zombie movies is Dawn of the Dead, and they never gave an explanation of why there were
Oh,
zombies.
that's the one with Mekhi Phifer and the
Yeah,
and the
and the
mall?
only thing that you kind of got, the only explanation you kind of got was the guy that was on the preacher that was on the TV that was saying, "Oh, hell is too full."
Yeah.
Because in that movie, it was like it didn't matter if you got bit. I think if you it
No,
did
you
matter.
did. You have to get bit.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
is one movie? Damn, what zombie movie is that? Where The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead. Remember they ended up finding out it doesn't matter
Oh
if you
yeah,
die,
it's in
you
the
still
air.
come.
It's
Yeah, it's in
airborne.
the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, that was one of my favorite zombie movies because it was a little bit different. It wasn't like, the older zombie movies, it's always like some type of chemical that's changing people, especially like, Night of the Living Dead or the old ones. It was like something like that. Even with the new show, that show was horrible. That's on Sci-Fi, the zombie show.
What's the name of it?
Man, I don't know if it's like Day of the Living Dead or something like that.
Oh, I don't think I.
But
seen
it's
it.
just like they add, if you're making a zombie show, at least make it like scary. Don't make it like they try to add too much comedy. It's a lot of like written parts that are just stupid.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I love zombie movies, but I do kind of feel like some of them are. What is that comedy spoof? Is it Shaun of the Dead?
But I like Shaun of the Dead because it's meant to be funny. It's a
Right.
comedy.
But I feel like a lot of horror, just regular zombie movies, are still trying to do that and make it like a horror zombie movie
Oh, okay.
instead of
yeah.
just making it like a regular movie.
Yeah. So that's why I like the Crazies because it's a little bit different. They're not zombies, but it's just something that's making people go crazy, basically. And that's why, like, one of my favorite zombie movies is there's going to be Dawn of the Dead that came out in the early 2000s. And then it's going to be 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was.
And
Good.
those are a little bit different because they're not really zombies either. It was an outbreak, so it's kind of like they have a different form of rabies. So that's something else that's a little bit different.
And then the fact that in certain zombie movies they move slow and they move fast.
Yeah.
In 28 they were moving quick.
28
as hell.
days later, like especially the first one when dude goes into the church and he make the little note. Have you seen the first one?
I seen both of them.
Man,
Both of them.
when he goes into the church and he makes a little bit of noise and all the people are like dead in the church and then they just start jumping up, I would have been scared.
Yeah.
And then he woke up pretty much like how Rick did in The Walking Dead. It was like nobody else is around. He wakes up in the hospital just like how Rick did. And yeah, it was just crazy. But, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's some cool horror movies, but you know, zombie movies. But anyway, we were going again off topic. We were talking about like the quarantine and all that different stuff. But yeah, just being in the city and how things still are kind of a little bit weird. Like stuff is pretty much open the way that it's has been. A lot of people are vaccinated and stuff. So, you know, the numbers have definitely went down. But yeah, you know, before you were scared because you thought you was going to go out and get COVID. And then now you're scared because people are out here doing weird, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And just, you know, you want to go to a place and go out like how you used to before 2020. And it's like, man, you gotta really watch your surroundings.
Yeah,
I mean, you always had to, but still.
It's just, I feel like this is just a wake up call for the people who don't really watch their surroundings because, yeah. And especially what's going on or what happened at the
Travis
Astro.
Scott. Yeah, the Travis Scott thing, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm ready for more information.
Right. I remember when I told you about it and I was like, that doesn't really sound right. There has to be more info to that. Because I was like, how is he on stage and he don't see like the crowd is
and then
far.
there was a clip where it was like the paramedics were getting the people and he was still performing.
Yeah.
But then sometime I think they kind of just tell you like if you don't know what fully is going on, it's like, yo, just keep performing.
Because I'm pretty sure he can't really hear like the crowd. He got earpieces
and he probably
in his
didn't
ear.
know it was that big or whatever it was.
And then they said that someone injected one of the security guards there with something.
But then multiple people were saying that they felt like they were getting pricked, and they said people were just passing out. It was a guy that was there, and he said before the other stuff, he said he just saw people just knocked out on the floor or on the ground because it was outside, but it was just like,
that's crazy.
like, damn, what? Like, what? So it was just somebody going around pricking people with needles and
unless somebody had, I don't know. That just sounds creepy. Like,
and that's another thing. It's like, dude, now it's like you know,
like
all these
upgrading from like doing these mass shootings to like something else,
some other crazy stuff, and it's like, what the hell? All of this stuff is opening back up, and it's just. It's like, what the hell? And they even have this thing for this magazine called Complex Magazine. So they have their Complex Con in November every year. And, you know, they're having it. And I was kind of surprised that, you know, they were still doing it. I think it was like Saturday and Sunday. It was yesterday and, well, it's not Sunday anymore, but still had it those 2 days. And I was kind of surprised. I think they had it in Long Beach. But yeah, man, like, it's just... You gotta really watch out.
Hell yeah, because people is crazy.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like today I went to Walmart, which I am never going to that one again. But yeah, I went to the Walmart and they had it to where it was one long line they had all of the lanes open, but it was just one line. And there was a lady there who's telling, like, you know, that works there and that was keeping everything on track and telling people that cut the line to basically go in the back of the line. So it was this guy, he had like a few items in his hand and she told him like, excuse me, sir, the line starts back there. He literally just dropped everything. Well, that's it for me. I'm not about to go stand in that fucking line. And I was just like, dude, like, okay. And then the guy behind me, he was like, wow, who was he? Like, how do he feel like he's privileged to do something like that?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Just go stand in the line. It was a long ass line. I
don't know.
But people, I don't know.
It's like some people are just going out and they're like are angry or something
Yeah,
like
like
that,
you
or it's just
stay in
like,
the
what the
house.
hell? Like, what the hell is going? Yeah,
Right.
like for real, like stay in the house.
Like they have so many DoorDash, you could get literally everything that you want delivered to your house. You don't have to deal with people. You don't even have to
Yeah.
deal with them. Just tell them to leave it on your doorstep.
Hell yeah. That was another thing, like over the quarantine and everything, over 2020, us seeing these Karens and stuff refusing to put on their mask. And then when people tell them to leave, they screaming and all. Like, whoa, that really made you think, like, bro, a lot of people out here are crazy as hell.
Oh, speaking of Karen, that movie Karen, I liked that. It was pretty good.
Oh, I need to try to see it. You said it was on BET, right?
On BET, yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, man, not for the most part, we definitely did have a lot of fun for Cheryl's birthday. We ended up throwing her like this surprise get together thing. She was already trying to piece everything together, you know. Cheryl couldn't just let it go.
I
She
did
was just,
let it go. You had me in the house until 5 o'clock. I'm sorry.
Because I was trying to get everything situated. There was so much stuff that I wanted to do days before, but Cheryl was with me every single day. So it was like, I was like, damn, how am I going to do this? Like,
I didn't know. You could have dropped me off. I kept saying, I'm here too much. I'm here too much. You could have just been like, yeah, you know, I got to do something. Well, you could have played that. You could have said I had to do something because I kept telling you that.
Yeah, but I still didn't, like, want
to get, I know, you like to be up under me.
But yeah, I mean, and then plus during that week we were just doing so much different stuff. You know, we did the bowling stuff. Like first we were here cooking, we did the bowling stuff, and then you know the next day we did the restaurant. Yeah. We went to Cabo Cantina,
and we were drinking. Was
that was another thing. Went to Cabo. Oh my God, Cabo Cantina. The little threesome groups in there.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
I forgot about that. It was at least about what, 3 couples? No,
I think
2 couples and one potential couple that was trying to recruit.
Yeah, like it was just one group. Oh yeah. So it was this one group. They were like sitting against the wall,
they was trying to
and it looked like they probably got off of work or something. It was like 2 guys, and then it was this girl. She was stupid she was drunk.
She kept like sitting on the stool and was like just leaning all back.
Just she looked gone.
Horrible.
And then there was like these other people. It was like at first it was just 2 people.
They left,
and then they came back with another lady. And that group just looked like they was probably just working him for his money or whatever.
Because the 2 ladies, they were into each other, and then the guy was just there.
Yeah.
So basically, they threesome will eventually turn into a twosome.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, he was probably like paying or something like that, but we were just sitting there having our drinks.
Maybe he just liked to watch. We don't know. Maybe
we don't know. But it was obvious that all of this stuff was going on, and we were just looking like, and even our waitress was like, "Oh my God, yeah!" Like we said something, and she was like, "Oh, this is gross" or something like that.
She said that towards the lady with the 2 guys because
that was okay, yeah.
And then remember the other couple that was looked like they were cheating on their spouse.
And then I think the lady with the 2 guys. This one dude came in and he walked to the restroom, and she was looking at him when he came in, and the 2 dudes were sitting there talking, and then one guy noticed that she was looking at him, and she tried to say she was going to the restroom, and it looked like he was like, nah.
Oh, really?
It looked like she was going to follow the other dude
to the bathroom,
to the restroom to probably try to talk to him or whatever. And I was just looking like, oh, but, you know, she was stupid gone, she was probably like, whatever, you know. And then like the other couple, like the older Hispanic couple.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The one like they were cheating on.
Oh yeah. Because oh boy, like when he was on his phone, she was like looking at him and all this different stuff. And like,
I think the lady knew that we were like looking at them. And
he kept looking over too.
Yeah, because it was just like, what the heck? We don't care, but y'all look really obvious.
We know who
right? You ain't my auntie, really my uncle. Like, hey, that's y'all. Y'all grown. You know, that's y'all relationship.
But it was just funny seeing that, and like I was just like, damn. And we went to the Cabo in Santa Monica, and it was just like, what the hell is going on? But it was funny.
It was good. That was a good outing.
Yeah, it was still a good outing. It was fun. Like the whole week was fun. And yeah, back to your birthday thing. Like we ate good food, we had
Mm-hmm.
drinks and everything. You know, Cheryl opened her gifts,
Yay.
and I'm gonna put out the vlog video later today. I'm gonna upload it right after the podcast.
So when y'all see the video, okay, I have to say this because I need help. Ladies, when y'all watch the video, or guys, whomever, please, I need some tips to learn how to walk in heels. I know you're supposed to wear them all day at home and just walk in them, but it's not like it only, I don't know how to explain it. I can walk in them, but as soon as I sit down for a long time and I stand up, my feet is like, what are you doing?
But
And
it wasn't even just that though. Like at the part that you're talking about that happened in the video, that board, that wooden board was loose. Cause when we left, I stepped on it and it was wobbling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't just you. It was the actual board. Cause when
But
I walked
still.
on it, I was like, oh, my foot is
Yeah.
moving too.
But still, I need some tips.
And then of course going down, like you know,
yeah, it was like
the
a
ramp was
slope.
made out of wood.
Yeah.
So like the whole theme of it is like you're walking on a dock when you're coming into the warehouse.
Yeah.
So it's
It
like
kind of gives you a warehouse feel.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you look at what you're walking on, if you guys ever been like on an actual dock that's made out of wood, it's not smooth wood. It's like bumpy wood, and that's how it is when you're walking up. So you got to go up a ramp. She's going up the ramp, and then we're walking, and some of the wooden boards were loose. Well, at least that one was, because I stepped on the same one when we're leaving. Y'all got to check out the vlog to see what happened.
He knew what he was doing.
No, I was just recording like, hey, we here. And then I was just like, oh.
That was God's birthday look. Like, hi, happy birthday.
Oh, good thing nobody saw it. Like, nobody was there. But, you were fine. I was like editing the video. I was editing the video, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool. I at least said, hey, you okay? It wasn't just like I was.
After he looked at himself and said, oh, shit.
Man, I did, because I wasn't expecting that at all.
Me either. I was just looking at the scenery, and next thing you know, it was just like, oh, what did Kevin Hart call it? The little buckle.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. And when that happened, like, I don't know, when in those moments when stuff happens so fast, in your mind, it seemed like it kind of goes in slow motion a little
I
bit.
thought I was going to fall
And I was
all the
just
way over.
immediately thinking, like, yo, please don't say her ankle just go all the way over. And then, you hanging from a rail or something.
And they
trying
had
to
the
keep...
water, and I would have been in the pond with the
Oh,
the
no.
koi fish. They
Mm.
would have came and attacked me.
We wouldn't have even been able to eat.
Hell no, I'm going home.
Heck yeah. And shoot. That would have been super bad.
Oh my God.
But that was a cool restaurant.
It was. I liked it.
Next time, we got to go to the one that's down the street, the one that my mom likes.
Tony P's?
Yeah, Tony P's. I think I took her there for her birthday. I don't know if it was her birthday or Mother's Day, but I think it was her birthday. Yeah, it was her birthday, because Mother's Day would have been super packed.
Yeah, heck yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and then they were giving me and Curb such compliments, everybody.
Yeah, everybody was acting like we was
Yeah.
like dressed like we was going to prom or
Right,
something.
like we was just like a royal couple. Or
We
some
walked
shit.
in, the lady that was directing us to
Yeah,
our
she
seat,
was
she was
like,
like, "Oh my God, you guys
Look so nice. Like what the like dang.
Then offered to take a picture. Then it was
Yeah.
some other. It was two dudes that were like cool. They were just talking or whatever. Dude walked up to our table, was like, "Hey man, like I'm gonna be leaving in a minute, so
It's
I'll
a
take
nice
pictures.
scenery.
Yeah, I'll
Just
take
let
pictures,
me
of
know.
y'all.
Young love. You
Yeah.
gotta post these. Like y'all look too good not to have it, but just okay.
Exactly. I was just like, dang. I mean, I was wearing stuff that I normally wouldn't wear. I guess
Me too. Shoot.
I was wearing like
Well,
dress pants.
Yeah,
and,
he looked really good.
and dress shoes and stuff like that.
He was looking very sexy.
Thank you. You were looking good too.
Thank you. I
Y'all will see
tried.
in the vlog when you go check it out.
But
you-
yeah, I really want to learn how to walk in heels. I'm trying. I think I just have to wear them here and there so I can get used to them. But still, y'all drop them tips. Leave it on whatever
I
Kirby's.
guess,
Or you
like,
can hit me up on my Instagram, for Cheryl _. Dang, what is it? And
you forgot your Instagram name.
but yeah, hit me up on Instagram at for Cheryl _ and I think that's it.
She about to check it out. But yeah, like, or if you guys want to watch the vlog, my YouTube channel is called Who is KD. The vlog will be up tomorrow by 12 p.m. Well, not tomorrow, later today by 12 p.m. And yeah, like check out the vlog, see everything that was going on over these, few days, and all the fun that we were having. And yeah, it was really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, Cheryl is gonna be off for a minute.
Wow. Sounds like a hater. But
I'm not hating. I was just
my
like, damn, that's
Instagram
good.
is at @4Cheryl_and that's Cheryl with a C.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah. Some people spell it with an S.
They always want to spell my name with an S.
I don't know why.
And then when I say no, it's a C, they want to pronounce it Charlie. Like, what?
Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? They really do come up to you and say that?
They do. Like, I'll be like, no, it's Cheryl. Like, just take this. I'll be like, say Shirley and just take off the Lee.
Uh-huh.
And then they be like, oh, Cheryl. Just,
and that's so crazy
just
because
know.
as soon as I see it, I'd say Cheryl.
It's
like,
Cheryl. That's one syllable.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like, I mean, people can normally pronounce my name when they see it, but then a lot of times people are thinking, when I say my name, they're always thinking I'm saying Kurt. They be like, Kurt?
Kurt. I would
I
get
don't know.
Derby.
I don't know. Whose name is Derby, though?
I don't know, but if somebody was placing the order and they said Kirby fast and it's a lot going on, I'm for sure writing Derby.
Yeah, no, they almost always say Kurt. They be like, Kurt?
Wow.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's why
I was like, you didn't hear the Y?
I'd
Like,
be like Brittany.
oh, yeah. I've never done that. I've always just said, I mean, sometimes I go to places and say KD, I guess. Well, normally that's only when I do like orders online, because sometimes some of my account stuff just says KD.
Mm-hmm.
So it just automatically puts it in and then that's it. But,
Yeah. And I'll be thinking like, dang, one day they're going to look at my card and ask to see my ID. And
like,
I'm
who was
okay,
this?
Right.
We're going to fuck up
Go
and not
ahead
be
and
able to
look.
get our food. Man, it's going to happen one day when we hungry as hell.
And I don't have my ID with me. Just, oh, man. But it's me.
I'm Brittany.
I tell you what she ordered. She just told me to pick it up.
Do you guys do that? Like, if you guys are, I post these, podcast episodes on YouTube. So that's what I'm saying. You can check out the YouTube also. And there you can leave comments. And I don't know how it works with Apple Music and Spotify. I don't think you can leave any type of comments or anything like that, or Google Podcasts. Not sure. But if you can, leave down below or wherever the comment section is, if you guys use a different name when you go to like Starbucks, when you go order food and different stuff like that. Like, do you use a different name or do you use your regular name? Because, either like they might mess up your name or you just don't want people to know your real name or whatever. Like, I don't know. I didn't really think about that until you said it.
Yeah, well, that started with me. Remember back in the day, you used to be like, okay, remember back in the day, well, for me, when I would be in the grocery store with my aunt or whatever, they used to have those magazines, and then you can sign up for it, and then they'll send you out magazines.
Oh, yeah.
And then eventually they'll send you a bill, but they'll send you about like 3 or 4 magazines before they send you a bill. So I used to always think that that's going to mess up my credit.
the magazine?
Yeah, because I wasn't paying for
Oh, okay.
So I really thought like, like what's a good name? And then at that time, like, I like Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she was on the radio or something like that. So I put Britney and then I just put Henderson.
What the hell?
So,
oh my God.
Like all of the magazines that I would get was Brittany Henderson. Remember, you used to order the CDs and then they'll send you the certain CDs and then you want the rest, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
That was Brittany. I was like, no, I don't want my credit to mess
Damn.
up. And then when I got older, I was like, wow, I never even put my social there.
Yeah, I think the only time I ever made up a name, man, I was like a teenager. I think I was like, dude, I don't even know if I was 18 yet, but I was out of high school and we were going to this party. I think I was 18. We were going to this party. So my friend Brandon used to work at Pavilions, the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 Brandons that worked there, Brandon McCoy and Brandon Brown. And they knew this one dude, and he was talking about a party, but he was out of town. He couldn't go to it. So he's talking to us on the phone. He was like, yeah, I'm going to call them and tell them that you guys are going. So it was kind of like down the street from where the warehouse was. And they lived in like this condo or whatever. We're all in my car. At the time I was driving this 93 Toyota Celica 2-door, small as hell. And we're just all in my car. We're chilling in the car. And I don't know why. One person was like, yo, like, man, hey, we need to come up with some different names.
What the hell?
And then I was like, wait, we were all just like, what? And then we were just all okay with it. We don't know why we were coming up with these fake names or whatever, right? So we all left our wallets in the car. Like, these people were searching for IDs or something. It was a house party, a condo house party. And we were acting like they were like the FBI or something.
Did y'all know anybody at the house party?
No, we didn't, because the only person they knew was the guy that was out of town.
Oh, okay.
And he just told them, oh, I got some homies that'll come to your party. This is the weird part. So the party was a party that these white girls were having. And he's on the phone with us and them. So we're hearing them, but we're silent on our side. We're not saying nothing. So he's talking to them on the phone like, hey, I got my friends coming over. So it was like the 3-way phone call. So it's us just silent. He's talking to the girl. And then she was like, oh, so what do your friends look like? And then he was like, well, they're black. And dude, as soon as he said, well, they're black, dude, you heard girls in the background screaming, oh my God, they're black. And I was just like, we was in the car like, what the fuck?
Like they were excited?
They were excited as hell. And we went to a school that had like everybody. We went to a school in Westchester, everybody, all different type of nationalities, but we never went to white parties like that. So it was weird. I was just like, why are they screaming like that? Like, why are they so excited? Man, we got there, and it was like dead at first. Well, first, we were in the car coming up with these names. I said a name of a dude, like, that went to our high school. Somebody said Craig. I said Jason. I said my name was Jason. And then, like, I forgot what the other names were. We left all of our wallets in my glove compartment, got out, walked there, went inside, just introduced ourselves or whatever. And the party was like kind of dead. I think like these girls were like some type of dancers. Like they just look like regular girls, but I think they did like some type of ballet dancing or something like that.
I thought you meant they were strippers.
No, they weren't. And yeah, at first we were just chilling and there wasn't really nothing going on, and it was just cool, dude. He was like on the computer playing music. And then, they really start playing like if you've never been to, I don't know where these parties are in these movies with white people where they're playing like John Mayer and shit at the parties and shit like that. No, that's not how it goes. They be playing hip hop and they be knowing all the fucking songs.
They do.
They be knowing all the songs. So he's putting on a playlist and it's just like hip hop the whole night. It ain't nothing else, just hip hop the whole night. And it's good songs. So then at that time, we weren't even drinking. We were 18 and we weren't, drinking, getting drunk or nothing. And this is the night I had my first beer. And it was just nothing else to drink. They didn't have anything else. So the party was one girl's sister's. Her sister was like older. I think her sister was like over 21 or whatever. Their parents were out of town or something. So they were like, oh, okay, we got the house for the weekend. Let's have a party. And yeah, so it's just nothing but beer. We sitting here, we stand. I remember we were just standing against the wall because there wasn't nothing going on. It was dead. So then I was like, man, fuck it. I was like, yo, let me get some beer. And then the dude was like, bro, you want a beer? Dude, he handed me the beer. You know, I'm drinking the beer. I'm only like, dude, I'm like forcing myself to drink this fucking beer
Yeah,
because
it's nasty when you first have a
when
beer.
you first have you have to basically like build up your tolerance for beer.
And you don't, yeah, you do, because that first beer, you don't know your beer levels and what you like.
Nothing. You just like, why is it making me feel so full?
Yeah.
You know? And the taste was just, I think they had like some basic, you know, domestic beer.
Nasty.
It wasn't like no,
Probably
you know.
wasn't even cold.
Yeah, because they just kind of had it like sitting in boxes on the counter, you know. And then I'm sitting there drinking it, and they was like, oh, they was looking like, oh, he drinking a beer? And then it was funny because, you know, I guess I kind of got a buzz off of one beer or something a little bit. Or like, you know, like I said, we weren't drinking any alcohol at the time. And then all of a sudden the music goes, and then I start dancing and stuff. And then everybody else kind of gets into it, and they start dancing and stuff. And then that's what made it like a little bit more, you know,
Like a party.
Yeah, like a party. And it was cool. And it was just like, dude, by the end of the night, like it was like, it was crazy. Like we didn't stay or nothing like that, but them chicks was some ratchets. They didn't seem like it. We didn't like, you know, I think the only person that really hung out with another girl was Brandon. He was talking to that girl, but she was like really into like some relationship shit. She was the one chick that was not ratchet at all. Like she was serious about like relationship type shit, and they were like cool and everything like that. And you know, but other than that, like it was a cool night. It was a fun night, but it was just, I don't know. It was so different, and it was just, I don't know. It was like, it was crazy because it was just like, why were they so excited? Like it was just like, it was kind of like, damn, do they not see black people?
Right.
Because the way that they were screaming on the phone was like, what the hell?
Black people, like, what the fuck?
And the dude that hooked us up for the party, I think he was like Middle Eastern or something like that, and it was just like, whoa. But
I mean, people like that, that's cool, but at the same time, it's like, damn, where the fuck are you where you don't see black people?
They went to some school in Santa Monica.
There's black people in Santa Monica?
Yeah, it is, but I don't think they went to a regular school, because like I said, they were like, they were into dancing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what school they went to, but like, yeah, I don't know what school they went to. It was something, it might have been something where it really ain't that many black people.
Yeah, because my experience with people that get really excited like that, I mean, it's cool. Like, I don't look at it like, oh, okay, like, what the fuck? Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not really knowledgeable of what a lot of cultures and stuff like that. Like, in my high school, it was just blacks and Hispanics. That was
yeah.
So once I started working at my job, that's when I started to get, I guess, like, different cultures and had to learn about different stuff like that. So then, yeah, like even at work, it would be like people that I connect with that's white, and then they'll be like, oh my God, like you like this shit too, da 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 da. And then they will be cool, but then they'll start asking, like, you know, why when you guys do this? And it's like, it's just kind of like, damn, I thought we was cool. Like, now am I just, you just excited to see me so you can ask me questions? Like,
no, I think. And it's funny because like I said before, this situation, like, yeah, I've always went to schools that were mixed. I've always went to a school that was in Westchester, and Westchester, like the people that live in Westchester are mainly white people that live in Westchester, but it's a lot of black people, Hispanic people, Asian people that went to my schools, but that's as far as I went, you know what I mean? And I knew like some white people when I were younger, of course, but you're a kid, you're not really paying attention to the stuff or having these conversations.
Yeah.
And even when I was working my job at that time, I was working and doing medical records, and where I worked, it was mainly just Hispanic people, Asian people, and like, it was like me and another dude were the only black people there. So it wasn't like, you know, a lot of them lived in Long Beach, so they lived around black people, so they weren't asking those questions. So like that night, I was just like really confused. And then, you know, as I got older and started going to different parties or bars or going to Hollywood and stuff, and like being around white people a little bit more, I was like, I get what you mean, but
like
honestly, I started just being like, they just seem curious as fuck.
Yeah, they do. Like, that's what I was just about to say. It's not a bad thing, but it just seems like, I don't know. It just becomes kind of annoying a little bit because it's like, damn, what the fuck? I'm not your history teacher or your black
Oh
culture
yeah,
teacher.
yeah,
Like, goddamn.
yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like when you said we had a conversation like that before. You talking about somebody at work was asking you a question about
Oh
something,
yeah,
right?
that was about the George Floyd thing
Yeah.
when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that was weird to me because me and that person, we rarely talk. It was just mainly like when we see each other at work, it was just like a hi and bye. She's a nurse. She will talk about like her patients that's getting on her nerves, and that's that. But so when that happened, she just ran up to me. It was like she was waiting to see like a black person or something. And was just like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. How do you feel?" I was like, "What?"
Yeah, because I think like it really. I mean, and not like we're not making a conversation where we're not bashing white people or nothing like that. It's just like, I guess you guys are kind of hearing our experience, you know, if you guys are white or whatever, whoever's listening, just our experience of like dealing with some of these situations. And, yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I mean, and hearing it from other people, like the same thing, kind of like what you're saying is like, yeah, it just seemed like they just ask those questions because it's like, oh, I haven't been through it, so it's kind of like, you know, just like, okay, so like, in the Valley, sometimes they have like parades for different nationalities, like, you know, they have a lot of Armenian people or different stuff like that, or you know, when my uncle married his wife and she's Iranian or whatever, right? So we used to go to parties and stuff that they would have, and that really got me, you know, used to their culture and all this different stuff. And it's like, bro, you go to their house, oh, you're not gonna eat. You're gonna eat. You're gonna eat. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna offer you food all the time. It's different stuff. Like I remember, you know, they have money, so I would go to their house and it's like, dude, it's a random Tuesday. They have a party. They got a belly dancer that they brought over here, and like just
that's their
you know,
culture.
or like getting used to like some of the foods and different stuff like that. So like, yeah, then I was asking like little questions about like their culture or whatever. So I kind of just thought it was kind of like the same thing. And sometimes I feel like, because I've seen people say that around when a lot of the Black Lives Matter, you know, movement was really strong when all this stuff was going on, and people were kind of like mad that white people were asking these questions, but then at the same time I was like, well, they don't deal with it, so it's like they have to be educated, especially like when the whole thing is, I think you want them to know. Yeah, it's like they're trying to understand, like, and there was some people that were getting mad too, where it was like, they're like, oh man, these white people at these rallies, and it's like, what? Like, they're being supportive. You know what I mean? And it's like they do want to understand more.
I think for me, like what you saying totally makes sense, but I just felt like in that moment I was just like, damn, like, do y'all not pay attention because one, you don't care, or do y'all not pay attention because you like, well, you should have just did what they said, or
oh yeah, you do have some of those people that are kind of like, just follow the rules,
right? And
you know,
so it's just kind of like, are you? In that moment, I was like, granted, I don't really know you like that, and we really haven't had like a actual conversation outside of like hi and bye and talking about work bullshit. So it's like, how do I talk to you about such a sensitive matter at work, and then I don't know if I say something to trigger you, and then now I'm up in the office, like, you know. So that's why I was just like, oh well, I have to choose my words, because it's like, if you were that concerned, you could have came up to, like, I work in the front where nobody is around, and then you came up there and spoke to me in the morning, but as soon as I come in the back amongst like parents and everybody, that's when you want to run up to me.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was just like, I was taken aback, and I can't whisper for shit. So I'm like, like, you trying to set me up right now? Like,
oh, like you just gonna go into some rage or something,
right? Like, you know, like, you know, and then it was very fresh. Like, it was just like, I want to say it was at least about a day or two after, like once they just, everything hit, because no basketball games was going. It was in the middle of the pandemic. Everybody was at home. They had to see it. So it was like super fresh. Yeah. First day back at work, that's when that happened. And I was just like, I don't know. That's why I told you I didn't know how to feel about it.
Yeah. And there's even like there's this thing that Martin was doing like way back in the Def Jam days. Um and it was like when he was opening, when he used to be the host of Def Jam,
Mm-hmm.
and he was talking about he was talking about when it was the Rodney King stuff, and he was saying, he was like, man, I got like white people coming up to me like, Martin, I didn't know,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, I guess it's kind of the same thing where it's just like, since, I mean, let's be honest, like, well, white people die and stuff. Like, I think the main thing that goes on with a lot of white people as far as killings and stuff like that in America is, these mass shootings or
Yeah.
something like that, or
The coverage.
the Oklahoma bombing back in
Yeah.
the day, and just certain stuff like that. And just seeing like what's going on, like really against black people, it was just like, damn, like what, this goes on. And
Mm-hmm.
of course everybody in America has heard of slavery, but it's been so long in the past that I guess it's not like, oh, we're gonna talk about it. But then at the same time, there was a conversation I heard about where they were kind of like, white people don't really talk about slavery stuff because it makes them feel guilty in a way.
I mean, it shouldn't make them feel guilty. It should just make them be understanding of why we bring, like, I mean, I don't
think
they
it makes
should
them feel guilty.
Yeah,
but
I don't think that's not the reason of us talking about it. Like, dang, we should be the one that's feeling a certain way. Y'all keep coming up with these goddamn slavery movies. We should be the one feeling a certain type of way.
Hell no, that'd be black people that be creating them slavery movies.
Oh, see, I don't know.
That's why I'm always like, yo, y'all need to stop with some of these movies. Like, I get it, it's a part of history, but it'd be like, yeah, I don't like it either.
That
like,
shit
I mean,
is so
I get it,
annoying.
like every once in a while, but we need to
I
have
don't even
different
want
type
that
of
once
movies.
in a while. They could just leave the old slave movies. They could just have an annual,
We're playing Roots.
Yeah, like for Juneteenth.
Yeah.
This is we free, and this is what we went through.
Yeah.
Play let us like get together, go to Lambert Park or wherever, get together, talk about it, and then let us know, educate us about something else, educate us about different slaves, different people that we don't know about. Stop playing the same shit. It really irritates my soul. Like,
and then it's like the one movie that the white dude did make that was slave movies. It was a black dude killing people. It was Django. So it was like that was more of an action comedy thing, but still, like, yeah, like those slave movies, like those
so
depressing ass
annoying.
movies. But a lot of times, like I said, I think they make those movies to be like, don't forget.
Basically,
Don't forget what's been going, what went on here, and it's like, damn, we can't, like,
we can't forget. And
I
plus,
mean,
it's so sad because a lot of us still have that same mentality. But I mean, I don't want to keep seeing that shit. I don't want to keep seeing people getting beat, people getting I don't want to see that. They don't make movies like that for other. It's a lot of other cultures and races that went through a lot of horrible stuff in their past. Where are they movies at?
One that's good for Hispanic people is Apocalypto.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Man, you got to read the subtitles, but Apocalypto, everybody that I know that has seen Apocalypto, and these are normally people that don't watch movies with subtitles, they've all been like, that's a good-ass movie.
Yeah, because I'm
Mel
not
Gibson
a
made that
subtitle
movie, and it was just like, it was good. Mel Gibson makes some movies
He
where
really
people be
do.
getting beat.
Because I'm telling you, The Passion of the Christ, that was a good movie,
Man.
but that's something I can only watch once in a lifetime.
I've never
I can't
seen the
watch
whole
that
thing.
again. That is a sad ass movie.
So then think about like those two movies compared to the numerous slave movies.
Yeah, right.
Roots is like 37 hours or whatever. And then I think they even made another one called...
They have a TV show.
Oh, really?
They made a Roots TV show.
Yeah. They had the Harriet Tubman show.
I thought she was supposed to be on the 20s.
Oh, dang. I knew that wasn't going to
I
allow
was
that.
so ready to go to the ATM and get me one so I could frame it.
Hell no. People was going to be looking for old money quick.
They for sure would have protested that.
On eBay, you trying to get a 20, old 20. You paying $80 for one old 20. They was about to let that Harriet Tubman 20 come out. Hell no.
They was like, no, we gonna put this blue line in these hundreds. They'll forget about that.
That blue line, we'll just say it's equality or
Right.
something. Like we added a little bit of color to it.
Why it gotta be blue though? Y'all know what that y'all trying to say.
And yeah, man, like I get tired of those type of movies too. Like
Yeah.
especially with like
Because honestly, not to cut you off, and then I honestly think like it's, if you a person that like to, okay, say if I like to keep to watch those movies, right, those slave movies and stuff,
mhm.
and you watching it and watching it, wouldn't it be like you wouldn't? Don't you think that would kind of mess up your mind in a way to think like all white people is racist, or
Yeah, but
like
that's
you still in that mind, like that time frame, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah, so there was a conversation I saw like a few weeks ago on Instagram where it was like Condoleezza Rice talking about, you know, them kind of, I guess some places kind of want to take out slavery out of history
Mm-hmm.
in classes or something like that. And I'm
It was
like,
in
no,
Texas
don't.
or some shit?
I don't
Somewhere.
know. I think it probably was Texas. Like, let's be honest,
Yeah.
Texas. But yeah, like I honestly feel like no, we need to keep that in history books because it is a part of American
Of
history.
course.
But at the same time, she was saying we shouldn't go around and make white people feel guilty of everything or act like they are just always the villain with stuff. Because let's be honest, you know, when you get out there, one thing that, okay, so like one thing I noticed like growing up, I've always lived in like the hood area, but
Mhm.
like I said, I've always went to schools outside of the hood. So then when I made friends of people that were like that weren't black or whatever, or like black friends will see me with somebody of another, why you with them? And it's be
Mhm.
like, what? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they cool or whatever, you know? And I remember it was this home girl that I had, and her name was Kathy. And Kathy and I used to hang out all the time. Used to get meme mugs, all kind of stuff.
Wow.
Like, and it was just like, dude, like we not even talking. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? We just cool. And you know, it was all the meme mugs coming from black people. Like,
Yeah.
why are you with her or
Mhm.
whatever? Or, you know,
That's those sellout days.
yeah, and there
Yeah.
used to be those times where it's like once we started venturing out, once we got older and we
Mhm.
started hanging out in Santa Monica and different stuff like that, it would be some black people like, why y'all going out there? Like,
Yes,
why
yeah.
you know? And it's just like, what? Like, you
Yeah.
got so many black
You
people
gotta
that I
get
ended
out
up
your
meeting,
box, you
and the
know.
only other place they've been to was like
Places in the hood.
places in the hood or Vegas. Like, that's
Vegas,
it. It's
yeah.
like they skip everything else. It's just hood, Vegas.
Yep.
Like, you know? And it's like, dude, like, and it's like, it's not that that's just where they've been able to go. It's like that's the only place they don't want
They
to
don't
go
wanna go
nowhere
nowhere
else,
else.
you know. And it's crazy, like
Like
people
Vegas
still
is cool, but shoot, trust and believe, if we could travel, we would have been to some
Hell
places,
yeah.
countries. Because I want to go to Japan.
Yeah,
Like-
we want to go a whole bunch of different
Like,
places,
I really
you know.
wasn't like a fan. Well, I wouldn't say a fan. Let me take that back. I really wasn't into the Asian culture, especially like for sure. I would have never watched Squid Game if you never told me about it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I don't really watch movies like that. I'm
Yeah.
not a subtitle reader person like
Uh-huh.
that. Like I don't watch anime, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But since I've been with you, I've been watching some of it, even though I was like, oh, okay. But I still give it a shot. Before I wasn't giving it a shot.
Mhm.
And then when you showed me, what was it, the Mario World that they have in
Oh
Japan?
yeah, in Japan.
Yeah.
And then we even liked the Train to Busan
Train
or
to
whatever.
yeah, that was a good
or
one.
Busan,
Mhm.
whatever.
And then I was in there yelling at that movie.
Oh yeah, you were. You was like, no, don't die. But yeah,
But
like
yeah, so I just feel like it is good to, you have to definitely get outside your box. You can't let the
Mhm.
TV for sure, news,
yeah.
that shit will warp your mind to thinking like outside of your box is just hatred, and it's really not.
Mhm.
It's
Well, it
really
depends
not.
on how they take it, because sometimes you'll see stuff on TV and it's kind of like, go here, go experience this, and like people be like, nah, I ain't going there, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. Some people just get so comfortable with what they know.
Mhm.
Another thing, like I remember when I was younger, like, dude, there was a lot of. I always used to call them missions, but I always used to go to stuff a lot of times by myself.
Mhm.
Like, I would be with my friends and be, my friends, they end up going in for the night or something, and then I'm going out somewhere that's far, like I'm in the valley or I'm like in a different part of like a city or something like that, like where it's just a mixture of different people and stuff. And I was just going there because I knew different people. So that's just how I always really started like exploring different stuff. But like, it was always fun. It was always an experience. And, you really got to get out there and do it. And that's just for like, not even just talking about for people from the hood. Like, I ain't saying white people, you got to come to the hood and just kick it. But like, it's just,
already are.
it is a lot that are moving in, but still like, it's like, it's good to experience different stuff. And then you start to see stuff a little bit different. And, like I said, like, it's good to just learn about different people. I watch videos all the time about stuff from different countries. I used to in school, I used to hate history. I hated it so much. I used to tell my mom, I used to be like, why are we learning about people that died, or why are we learning about places that we don't live in? Oh shit. I used to say that when I was a kid. And then when I grew up, like even now, like I'll go and watch stuff about different countries, and it's like I'm doing this on my own. You know what I mean? It's not like in school, like they're forcing you. It's just like I'm just interested in it and seeing like what's going on around the world. And I think that's always good. It's interesting. It makes you feel, I guess, more connected because
that's
it ain't
true.
just human beings where you're from.
Yeah.
It's from everywhere. And I don't know. It's cool. Like, definitely get out of your comfort zone and travel and go to different places and see different people, try different foods and all that different stuff. I ain't trying none of that fear factor type shit, but still, go out there and have fun, and you can have some real good experiences. One place I always said I wanted to go to is Dubai.
Oh yeah.
Man, that mess look tight. There's some YouTubers I watched, they went on this thing where they were in Dubai, and it was just like crazy as hell. Like they're riding jet skis, they're just like going to these restaurants, it's like all these fast cars. It just looks nice as hell.
Would you get on a camel?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would be scared as hell how I would get up.
At first, I'd be like, please don't spit on me.
I'd be like, oh shit.
But yeah, like, dude, I would want to try all that different stuff.
Yeah.
You'll end up finding out some stuff that you didn't even know that you like, because maybe people in your area don't really, mess with it. If we just stuck to hood stuff, we be eating at like little mom and pop burger places all the time, and not these other nice restaurants, or even just exploring and seeing different stuff.
Instead of PF Chang's, we'll be eating at S&J's Chinese food.
Well, they still got the rat tail
on. Fried chicken.
For real. That's fried chicken. Like, no, it's not. I see those whiskers.
Right.
Man, oh, did you see the video of the dude that delivers to Popeyes? I don't know if he was in New York or New Jersey or something. And then he went in there in the middle of the, like, I guess it was like early in the morning, but it looked like it was still nighttime. And he was like, man, watch this. He's recording on his phone. Dude is walking through the Popeyes, go straight to the kitchen, cut the light on, and then the rats just like start like going around.
Is that the guy that they said that he's on leave now?
I think so.
Oh dang.
Yeah, but it was like it wasn't just
rats?
one rat. It was
Not
like
roaches?
multiple rat. No, it was rats. One came from behind. They were like behind like the boxes he was delivering.
Ugh.
And then like they started going up a pole that was going up like towards the ceiling, and just I was like, whoa.
See, that's why I haven't ate at Subway since they serve they
fake
bread
tuna.
is fake and they tuna is fake.
Man. I used to love some of that bread though.
That tuna was my shit. I'm telling you, I used to get that tuna all the time. And all the time I was eating paper.
I would be thinking about that too. Also with, like you remember, like I think they started doing it like a few years ago. They started putting on some of the wrappers of food and stuff like now made with real beef. It was like, what the fuck were y'all serving before?
Because I really think that McRib, that's not no
real pork.
That shit is soft.
I don't know what it is. I never had the McRib.
I had it one time. Like I don't know how it tastes now. I think I had it like in the early 2000s or something, but It was just soft. Like, you know how when you eat a rib, it's kind of like a tough kind of texture, getting your teeth and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
No.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know.
And then I was just like, dang, maybe something wrong with me because everybody love it. Bring it
Yeah, I
back.
always
Bring
see
it
people
back.
talking about the McRib, and then they
Mm-mm.
make a big deal out of it.
Uh-huh.
McRib is
It's
back.
back. That's when you notice. And then if you notice, those McDonald lines be longer. People love that
Yeah,
McRib.
they do.
And that's when I'm like, well, maybe they changed it or something, but I'm okay.
Yeah, it's certain type of stuff that I wouldn't get from certain places.
Yeah.
Like even when people go crazy for the filet-o-fish,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I've
not getting
never
that.
had that.
I
And
never had
like
that
you know,
either.
rallies or you know, depending on where you guys are from, it's called Checkers. They had this like double patty of fish. Like it was called like the deep something fish sandwich. And I was like, I don't know how I feel
I'm
like
fine.
getting fish from
Yeah.
a little plate. Like, you know, I mean, it's a big chain place, but like still from a little fast
Yeah.
food. Like, nah.
No, I'm fine.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna go to the freezer section in the grocery store and get me some Gordons and
Yeah, I'll
bake
rather
that
that.
shit
You know,
myself.
I don't know. Like, same thing with like, yeah, just
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
feel
picky
you.
with certain stuff.
Like, yeah, certain places I won't get certain food from.
Like Chinese food places, I don't eat at no
No,
other
me
fast
either.
food Chinese place except for like that
Panda
place called
Express.
Panda Express and this other
Yeah.
place called Pickup Sticks.
Oh, I haven't had that one.
That was cool. When I worked in Torrance, they had one in the same shopping plaza that we worked in, and that's cool. Like the
Yeah.
quality's like
Yeah.
you know, Panda
Yeah,
Express.
I stopped eating like. Well, it was just one Chinese food place up the street from my auntie, and it was called Pandas too. But yeah, that when I did used to eat like regular mom and pop shops Chinese food, I would just stick to one, and I stuck with that one, and they were pretty good. Like the shrimp fried rice from the back was good. Their chicken was chicken. Like they
Man.
were really good, and it was like a family business. So yeah. But now, no.
Yeah. Now I don't know about that. I mean, even now, just trying to cut back from fast food all the way.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just so convenient. You know what I'm
It is.
saying?
That's why today I just stocked up on some TV dinners and stuff.
Yeah. Man, that's what I used to kill. Like as a teenager,
Yeah.
I used to have that. My mom used to keep that in the in the freezer.
Yeah.
I used to have a little damn, what is it called?
Tostinos?
Michelle something. It used to have a little Italian woman on the cover. It was like the macaroni and cheese.
Oh, the lady
like
with the white
frozen
short
ones.
hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking
And
about.
like man, and chicken tenders or chicken nuggets, and I used
Yeah.
to just throw them in the oven or something. They get crispy. Man, I used to just be killing that stuff.
I was like, because it might be days where I don't feel like cooking. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stock up my freezer. So I have, like, if we want some chicken, I got
Yeah.
chicken. Just let it thaw out.
I mean, even though, you know, some of that stuff isn't it's better than fast food
better
to
than
me.
fast
Even
food.
those frozen burritos,
Yeah,
the one that
and I
came
got
in
some
like
of
the
those
brown
too.
and different.
Yeah. And then the TV dinners that I got some Marie calendars, but the other ones that I got, they're like lean cuisine.
Oh, yeah.
And like the healthy bowl and stuff like that. So it's not like it's those. It's still bad, but it's not.
Yeah, it's
as
still
bad.
better than fast food stuff, you know.
So it's something.
And then also, you saving money. Fast food would fuck your pockets up.
2 meals nowadays. What were you talking about with the Wingstop deal, the 10-piece meal? You said it's 20.
Oh, yeah, it's 17 something now.
Per meal.
Yeah,
It
and I
used to
remember it
be
used to be
$10.
$10. And then it went up to 12, then it went
Yeah.
to 14, 15, and then now 17.
That's too much. You know, you could go to like and go to Ralph's and get those little party wings.
Or the pack that I bought.
Yeah, I just bought a pack of chicken
this
wings
week.
for $9.40.
Mm-hmm.
I can make us a 10-piece with that. And
Yeah.
then, you know, like that is too fucking much money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
I mean,
could-
I get it. Like, it's because you don't have to cook it, but at the same time, it's like
No.
it don't even take that long.
At
Like
all.
normally,
And
especially
imagine-
these days, we just throwing shit in the air fryer.
Right. And imagine if you have a family, like a family of 4, you and 2 kids.
Yeah,
I
because
mean, the kids would be cheaper, but still.
yeah. And it's just like, you know, especially with wings, everybody's just they got a boneless deal now.
Right.
You know, that's
And
it.
then it sucks because a lot. I really feel like they want us to be fat because the healthy stuff is super expensive too.
Yeah.
And then the stuff that you trying to like, you know what, I really don't need it, but I want something quick because I don't feel like cooking when I get
Mm-hmm.
home. That be expensive. Like you said, the meal is $17.
Yeah.
And then you look at the family meal, you get all of this stuff and everything else for like $15. And you like
Yeah. See, and that's what I was saying with like the bonus meal that they had, where it was just like you get like a
fries.
whole bunch of stuff, and it was just $30. And I was like, so if
Yeah.
you get two regular meal for just two people, it costs more than the $30.
Yep.
And I was just like, wow, what the hell?
It's either you want to be healthy or you want to be, I don't know.
Or even like back in the day, like when I used to work in Brentwood, sometimes I would go to McDonald's, which was like around the corner, or Carl's Jr. also, and they both used to have snack wraps. Like McDonald's was actually called snack wrap. I forgot what Carl's junior called theirs, and I wouldn't get like anything big. I would just get like the snack wrap stuff.
Those
And
were
then just
good.
eat that and be cool. And then they even came out with like the bigger snack wraps, you know. And I would just get that and be perfectly fine.
I used to get the chicken selects,
Oh, the strips.
the strips.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Those used to be
And
good.
yeah, it was just those were cool. Or even I would get like the salads. Like I would go to Jack in the Box to get the salad because it was just sometimes I didn't want to eat like all the greasy stuff,
Right.
you know. And then most of the time, oh, we don't have salads, and it's just like, damn.
I was just about to say, like, how the hell you don't have a salad, but you putting lettuce on burritos? I mean,
don't
on
know.
burgers and stuff. Like, what the
Yeah.
heck?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it just used to be like, damn, like you want to try to eat healthy, they don't have it.
And
or
do McDonald's even have salads? I think at one point they used to have like this garden salad that was
yeah,
really good.
they used to have like 3 different kinds.
Yeah, they
used to
came with
have-
like walnuts and cranberries and and it had like this good vinaigrette with it. That was really good.
Yeah, they
and
have
it was
some
a
cool
nice
ones.
size salad.
Mhm.
And I don't know what happened to it. And they used to have it posted like, try our salad bowl.
Yeah, you don't
Now,
even see that no more.
I don't even think they have salad on the menu.
I don't know.
If they do, I wouldn't buy it. That's probably all wet and limp.
Well, normally when I used to get it, used to be cool. Like it wasn't no yellow pieces or nothing. It
I'm
was
talking
just
about
like,
now.
Oh, now. Yeah.
Yeah, because back then their salads was good. Like the salads was good. The chicken selects was good. The snack wrap was good. They even had this really good yogurt parfait. Like
Oh yeah, those used to be
really good.
Yeah, and you know it's crazy too because sometimes you still want to eat healthy and you go to the produce section, but a lot of times they're recalling stuff because like E. coli, like they're doing it with
yeah.
spinach all the time, different lettuces, tomatoes. They just
Onions
recall
now.
onions for
Salmonella.
yeah, they recalled it.
Dang, and I
For
just
that-
bought me some onions because I made me some ceviche.
And the only reason I didn't buy onions earlier this week is because I was like, oh, they were recalling it. I ain't trying to have us.
yeah, that's true.
fucked
But
up.
you know they say that about a lot of stuff, and I still buy it.
But we still
We
like,
still-
well, yeah, because sometimes we
just
cook
pray
them
over
too. Oh yeah,
Yeah. And I feel like people that they don't wash their stuff properly, and then that's what I think. I don't know.
yeah.
But,
I mean, and then a lot of times they be handling.
yeah, they
I'm
don't.
like, how the fuck is all this shit getting on here?
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
then
if it's
it's
the
like
fertilizer or
it's
what.
a lot of cross contamination. Like they don't
Yeah.
clean their stuff right, especially like with the chicken and I don't know. And people
Yeah.
cook and handle their stuff very differently from everybody else. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah. But it's just like, dude.
because I for sure bought me some onions today.
Yeah, I wanted to buy some because it's always good with like a lot of different stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I wanted to get some red onions.
Oh, I got some. So if you need some, let me know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, trying to eat healthy and trying to eat different and stuff. It is a journey, especially when you know about so many good foods. You
Yeah.
just like, damn, I want to eat that, but
Because I've gained over my birthday vacation. It's not a lot, but I was doing good at maintaining my weight.
hmm
And
but you don't eat a lot, so that's
I
good.
think I just don't move. I'm a very relaxed person.
Mhm.
And I could get around and I could do it. Like when I do it, but I'm just kind of lazy too. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
need that push to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I'm into it, I'm in it. But what was I talking about?
You being relaxed,
Oh, yeah.
or you, um, how you gained over, your
Oh
birthday
yeah.
vacation and stuff.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I gained. So now I'm just trying to get back to the weight that I was maintaining.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just take it from there. So I don't like
Yeah.
try to overdo it too much or beat myself up if I don't lose a certain amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all just like sticking to it. I think the main thing is, because what it really comes down to is you have to burn more calories than
Right.
you
Then you
take in,
intake.
and
Yeah.
so yeah, and just even like walking around, like I've been using my watch to kind of like watch how much, and I just have it set as I was watching a video, and this guy was the same height as me, around the same weight, and he said he set his daily goal for 700 calories, and I was like, damn, I still walked around a cool amount earlier, and yeah, I didn't fully do the 700 until like by the time I was walking around, got here and was walking around the house and different stuff like that, and then it finally went off. But then I did do some exercise stuff afterwards, so I went over, but then that was after 12, so it went towards my calories for today. So I'm already at 314 that I missed. I mean, that I lost already just for today, and it's 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's good.
So,
Sexy.
yeah, just trying to like, I don't know,
Yeah.
700
Baby
is like
steps.
it ain't a lot, but I think it
It's
said like
something.
during this week I lost like 5,000 something.
Yeah, it's something.
So
It's better than nothing. At least you. Oh, excuse me. At least you're doing it.
yeah, yeah. But it's just like, you got to stick to it and everything. And like I said, man, my main thing is I eat a lot. Plus, it's a lot of foods I know about where I'm just like, man,
I
like,
don't think you eat that much. Not.
I'll be fucking some food up, though.
I think you used to eat a lot when we first started talking, compared to
Yeah,
you do
because
now.
when I eat with you, like, yeah, we're not eating big portions and stuff.
Yeah, cause I'd be like, you gonna eat all of that? You'd be like,
Man, I used to kill some stuff, like,
I'd be like, damn. Well, I'm like, at least I know he can eat.
man, for real. But the good thing is for me is like I do like healthy stuff. I like
Yeah.
my vegetables, I like my salads and all
Yeah.
that different stuff. I drink a lot of water, so it's
Yes.
not like,
He don't like sugar.
yeah, I don't really use a lot of sugar at all.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
yeah,
not like
almost at
we
all.
like our eating habits isn't bad.
Hmm.
Like we don't eat crazy at all. We don't, even though I may add like a little bit more salt, but it's still not like, damn, what the fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we're not bad eaters. We just need to get to
Exercise,
moving.
be more active.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, I think that's probably what it is for a lot of people. And if you guys are listening, and you guys are, kind of going through the same stuff. Ooh, shit, burped. Kind of going through the same stuff, for you're at that point where, you want to lose and everything. And, maybe you do eat a lot, or maybe you don't eat a lot. Like, I know a lot of people that don't really eat meat and stuff, or, and they're big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know some big vegan people,
Yeah,
so it's
seriously. It was like, what's the point?
yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you don't have,
You don't
like
have-
they said
maybe-
with like beef and other meats, like, it kind of sits in your body longer.
Yeah. Maybe they just have a slow metabolism. I think
Yeah,
my
that could be that, too.
metabolism is slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I remember mine, like, in my early 20s, it used to be crazy fast. Like, I used to eat crazy. I used to eat a lot of stuff back then. I would go to McDonald's, and at this point, I wasn't really ordering fries, but I would get 3 double cheeseburgers and tell them, like, yo, put the mac sauce on,
Oh,
and
I
eat
remember
all of
that.
it all at once. Or I would go to like Wiener Schnitzel and do like whatever the deal that they
Yeah.
had for like 5 something,
Yeah.
and just kill all that. And they would just be like, I would just eat crazy stuff, but I wasn't gaining weight.
Yeah. You was skinny.
Then that metabolism slowed up, and then that
Yeah.
was it.
Hell yeah. It's like, welcome to your 25th birthday.
Why is this happening to
Right.
me? Yeah, man. But it just takes that discipline and really wanting to get to whatever level you want to get to,
Mm-hmm.
and just sticking to it. And it ain't gonna be easy. Like I said, there's so much stuff.
It's a lot of discipline.
Yeah, it is. Even with just actually making time to exercise, or changing up your diet and different foods. Is like I said, if you know about some good food, you want to fuck up all that good
Hell
food.
yeah. It's like your body know that you trying to
What you
change.
like.
Yeah, and then it be like, oh, you know what sounds good right now.
Hmm. And that's another thing. Like for sweets, a lot of people get addicted to sweets because your body is like,
It's
oh, that's
craving
sugar,
it.
that's sugar.
Mm-hmm.
It normally wants sugar or salt, or
Yeah.
sugar or salty stuff, and yeah, like you got to just try to cut back on as much as you can. And yeah, that's that shit. That's where we basically are trying to. I mean, like I said, we're not eating crazy, but still trying to become better with exercising and all
Yeah.
that different stuff.
Cause I feel like I used to snack a lot. Like I used to always have snacks.
Hmm.
And I feel like I didn't cut back, and I think that's why my face is kind of clearing up a little bit too.
Uh huh.
Cause I was snacking, and I really really love sugar.
Uh huh.
Like cakes, cookies, all that good stuff. I'll be putting you on the snacks, you know.
Yeah. And that's like, dude, I love those too. Like, if I have sweets, I was never that kid that was eating candy. It used to be funny when we used to go trick or treating. I would really just give my candy away.
Really, to who?
Friends, or like let my mom eat it or give it to my dad or
You
something
didn't eat
like
none
that.
of your candy?
Not really.
Wow.
I really used to just get it, and then it would just be sitting in the bag. I normally would just put my bag on the table and it'd just be sitting there.
Aw.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
wasn't
ate
really
my
eating
candy
candy.
as soon as I got home. I poured my candy on the bag, went through it, got my Snickers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were certain points where I would like certain candies. Like I remember I used to like Rolos at the time,
Mm-hmm.
Snickers. When I was younger, Kit Kat bars and the
Yeah.
Crunch bars. I used
Oh
to love the
nah.
Crunch bars.
Crunch bars are
And then it
good
got to
though.
the point where it was those cookies and cream Hershey
Oh
bars.
yeah, those are delicious.
And I was like, those were all good, and I was eating those at certain points, but I wasn't eating it a lot.
Yeah.
And even like with chips, I wouldn't really eat chips like that. Like especially in high school, kids would be eating chips like at 8 o'clock in the morning, just killing like bags of chips, and I wasn't really. You was doing it.
I was.
I
I ain't gonna
wasn't doing
lie.
it. I don't
was
know.
doing that. Get it from the Lotte man or the man with the little cart or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, put some lemon and some chamoy on that shit. What?
Yeah, I wasn't.
Well,
Eating
that's
none of that.
well, what grade are we talking about? 'Cause I
Well, I
don't-
was just saying, like high school,
Oh,
like that
okay.
was really when like kids was drinking sodas in the morning.
Yeah.
Like me, I had this thing where I was like, I don't know why, it was just a weird thing. Like I would be like, I can't drink a soda until it's after 12 p.m. I would really look at soda in the refrigerator and be
Yeah, I
like, it's
really-
not after 12.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not.
really wasn't a soda drinker. I was more so of a juice. Like now, I really don't drink soda unless my stomach is
Yeah,
messed up.
but then if I drink soda, it's like I got the little glass. I'm
Yeah.
not getting like like I'm just chugging soda.
Yeah, like I don't even buy soda now. If I buy
Mhm.
soda, it's like because I know I'm gonna be hanging out, I'm gonna be drinking, and I can't drink water the next day when I'm hungover.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even like at work, sometimes we have the damn, what is it, like the sparkling water with like the flavor and stuff like that, and like
Those are good.
I like those because normally they have the ones now, no calories, no sugar, and all that different stuff. And when I just want that carbonated feel, I can
Yeah.
just drink some of
Or
that.
you want
Even though
something-
some of them don't really be having a taste
It
like
don't.
that,
It'd
but
be a
it still
very
be like,
faint.
all right, it's a
Yeah,
little
it's a little
something,
different. And it's something that's different from regular water too,
Yeah, and I love regular water, but like,
Hell
when you
yeah.
just want a little bit of something different.
right? Especially some nice cold water. Ugh,
That's why I'm like, dude, if we just really start exercising, it'll be cool
yeah.
because we don't really be doing no crazy,
Mm-mm.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I agree, sexy.
But we are going to get on it. And yeah.
We really
How-
didn't have a topic for this
No, but it was cool though.
podcast. We just rambling on.
It was good though. Y'all got a little bit of everything. We went to zombies, food, birthdays.
Since he cut me out the last podcast.
I accidentally didn't press the thing. Like you have to press so it records both microphones. You have to not just set up one microphone, but you have to press a thing so it records multiple tracks at the same time. And I didn't do that. And we were like, we did that late.
We did.
We're tired.
I wasn't tired.
Yes, you were. Because as soon as I cut the podcast off, you started snoring.
No, I did not. I was concerned because you had an attitude at me and you didn't want to tell me. And I
couldn't
like,
tell because you was asleep.
And I was like, Herbie, I don't think my mic is picking up. You was like, yes, it is. Anyways, like I was saying, I
really thought it was picking up because one, I was looking at the mixer and the mixer was showing the light for her mic.
Yeah, and
but
then
it wasn't set up in the software.
And I was looking at the computer where when I talk it's a little green bar, and I was like, I don't have a bar. And I was just like, all right, he'll see. So I tried to pick up my voice so your mic could pick it up, but I don't know.
And then so if you guys listen to the last podcast episode, and
I don't snore.
I had I put in the description of that podcast episode that the audio was messed up. So it's at the top of the description. So hopefully you guys do see that part, because you will probably hear her like in the background of my mic, but you're not going to hear her like how you hear her now. And yeah, that was my fault. But but either way, man, hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. It was kind of like a mix of everything, but it was still a fun episode. Had a lot of fun in this conversation, and hopefully you guys did like it, like different parts, you know what I mean? The birthday stuff, the zombie stuff, us talking about racial stuff, us talking about food and diet and all that different stuff. It was everything. And
don't forget to let me know some tips on how to walk in heels.
Oh yeah, let her know
for
that.
Cheryl Ann Instagram. That's what to see.
And also check out the YouTube Who is KD. Man, I'm not really using Twitter anymore, so yeah. That was where I was really posting a lot of stuff, but I still post whatever I'm doing, like, you know, this podcast, my YouTube stuff, my gaming stuff, but I'm not like actually tweeting on Twitter. But yeah, you can still check that out. I'll leave that stuff in the description section also. And if you guys don't see the description section, my Twitter is who_is_KD 2 underscores. My Instagram is It's King KD. And like I said, my YouTube is Who is KD. Also check out the Facebook page, which is Who is KD. And I also post all of the stuff on there, the podcast stuff, the YouTube stuff, and all of that. So yeah, check that out. You know, some people still don't use Facebook anymore, but you know, but yeah, still check that out also. And hopefully you guys did enjoy. Stay tuned for more. You know, new episodes coming out every single Monday. We've been doing good with it.
Yes.
Thanks for listening. You guys stay dope, and I'll check you out later. Peace.
Peace.